this afternoon's event's called Challenges, Change and Collaboration, and it's the AGMs of both T3SC and the Volunteer Centre, where hopefully our members are going to vote for us to merge into a new organisation, Community and Voluntary Action Tameside.
This is the first step for us as an organisation towards being part of a larger organisation which will just reap lots and lots of benefits in terms of management committee, trustees, in terms of staff, but most importantly in terms of the people that we serve.
I think it's knowing that the Volunteer Centre and T3SC hold to their ideals, and this is a process that we're needing to go through in order to improve and deliver the services that we want to deliver, and that's the core message really.
I think today's about demonstrating as organisations that we need to change, and that although both strong organisations, that coming together we can be even stronger to support voluntary and community action across the borough.
A warm welcome to you. My name's Stephen Little. I am, amongst other things, Chair of Greater Manchester CVO. And one of the most exciting things for me of coming here and working with the two boards and the two organisations concerned is that in neither case is any motivation about this, about the weakness of either of the organisations concerned. And it's about a vision about how one and one can make three.
This is about two organisations coming together that are incredibly successful already. We have a series of events that are happening to us, cuts, recession, in some senses some quite adverse government policy, and the example of what we're talking about today is an example of how we're responding very effectively.
Both VCT and T3SC boards have taken as their touchstone in what they're bringing before you today the notion that what should guide them is what's best for the individuals and communities of Tameside.
This is our time. If we stop getting into all this horribleness about it's all about the money, because here's the thing, chaps, it's not about the money. That's why we don't walk away, because actually what matters to us is the people that we're serving. We are about love, caring, altruism, hope, support, gifts, giving. Those are the words that describe the voluntary sector, not these big highfalutin business words, and we forget that at our peril. That's why people volunteer, that's what this is about. And here's another thing that we keep getting told, which drives me nuts, is there are too many charities. Well, again, that is a proposition that takes my breath away.
It's easy, I think, at times like this to sort of drop your head, wring your hands with the challenges that we face up to. But actually, I don't think that's the Tameside way. In the time that I've been here, I don't think people have ever been fatalistic in terms of the challenges that this borough's ever had to face.
The thing is to stop trying to read into the future, to understand that this is just the cycle of life. There are tough times and there are good times. We have survived world wars, recessions, economic disasters before, and the voluntary sector is still standing. Yes, some charities will die, but the fabulous thing about human nature is for every charity that dies, there'll be a group of people who get together and say, I want to do something about this problem. We get to hold our heads up high. Life is no brief candle to me. It is a sort of splendid torch that I've got hold of for the moment, and I want to make it burn as brightly as possible before handing it on to future generations. So keep those torches burning brightly, and thank you for listening.
It's been an amazing day. We had gauged that people were with us in relation to these changes, and today just proves, I think, how behind both organisations our customers are, our individual volunteers, and there are quite a lot of those here tonight, as well as representatives from community and voluntary organisations across Tameside.
I think they're both very good organisations, and I think it's really useful because of to save money and the kind of work that they do. I mean, before I worked for the police, I actually worked for the voluntary sector for 13 years, so I do know there's a lot of good work being done by the voluntary sector, and I think it's good because it makes it a bigger voice.
I think it's great that T3SC and the Volunteer Centre are coming together to collaborate and work together, mainly because this is, if ever there was a time for us to stand together, this is the time to do it. And I think combining their resources, their energy, their visions is going to be really, really useful to the voluntary sector in this area.
Well, there's lots of things to do just yet. There's lots of people need help, and of course the volunteers need help as well. And that's why the two have come together to make the three.
The challenges are really people being disillusioned about the situation, about the economics, and coming out themselves out of steam. They feel that I can't continue and this is a good time to stop because it's going to get difficult. And I don't think that's the case. There are positive things. The voluntary organisations have got strength of character.
There's been over 100 people here today who nearly all are members and all voted in favour of the changes that are forthcoming for us. So it's been fantastic. The buzz in the room has been amazing, and it was a very celebratory feel to the day.
And as an outsider, I would just say I've been quite stimulated, proud, and I've enjoyed very much being part of it. And I think that the applause that's really due is due to the sector in Tameside, but I think that you are in a massively strong place to be, and I think that the final round of applause should be for you yourselves for all that you've done and continue to do for the people of Tameside.